friends, how are you? Today I am going to discuss an important topic concerning your right as far as a bail is concerned. Friends, as we know that the bail is a right and jail is exception as observed by Honorable Supreme Court in caten of cases, and that's why it has become the strict legal position. But now the important question arises whether while enlarging the accused on bail, the court may impose any condition or restriction that the bail order will remain into effect for the period of 15 days or 30 days or 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. If such conditions are imposed, whether it is justified and it is as per CRPC or not, whether it conforms to the constitutional mandate as laid down in Article 21 of Constitution of India, all these queries has been answered by Honorable Supreme Court in a recent judgment. So topic is quite important because it is concerned with our life and liberty, which is a basic concept, a fundamental concept as per Article 21 of Constitution of India, which says that it is the fundamental right and no one can take away the same. If anyone want to take away the same, the procedure must be due and it should be justified and within the parameter of law. So first I will discuss the legal position, then I will discuss your rights, and then I will suggest you what you could do if your rights are going to be affected. So let's move on the screen. Friends, judgment is recently pronounced by Honorable Supreme Court in SLB number 8926/2023. Once the SLB has been accepted, it is called the leave granted and ultimately the matter is heard as a criminal appeal. The concerned party name was Ranjit versus State of Odisha. In this case, the High Court has granted the interim bail to the accused appellant on 14th of October 2022. By the impugned order dated 6th of April 2023, the High Court came to the conclusion that the appellant is entitled to be enlarged on bail. However, the High Court proceeded to grant bail only for a period of 3 months. So that is important. A restricted bail, whether could be given or not. So by the bare perusal of these lines, it is quite clear that a bail application has been moved, it has been accepted, and while accepting the same, the bail protection has been granted only for a period of 3 months. That is a very short period. Once the High Court came to the conclusion that the accused was entitled to the bail, there was no reason to restrict the bail for a period, for example 3 months. The court allowed the appeal and set aside the impugned order. And court submitted that it will operate till disposal of the case before the concerned trial court. So it is an important part of this judgment. If bail is granted, it could not be restricted. If it is granted, it means that it will remain continued till disposal of the case before the concerned trial court. Friends, by this judgment, it is quite clear that the bail remedy is totally absolute. It is a discretion of the court to grant or not to grant the bail. Once the court decides to grant the bail, in that scenario it is absolute, means it will remain in force till the continuance of the entire trial proceeding, and it could not be for the restricted period. So friends, as far as section 437, 439 and 438 of CRPC is concerned, which deal with the anticipatory and regular bail, so in that parameters, if bail is granted, it is absolute. So it is quite clear by the bare perusal of the recent judgment of Honorable Supreme Court. Friend, if we are having the same issue, in that scenario, it is our duty to move the recall petition, and if the recall is not considered and the court inter alia passes the bail for a restricted period, means 21 days, 30 days, 50 days, 1 month, 2 months, in that scenario, in the light of said judgment, you could move to the higher court to remove the restriction imposed by the concerned court being illegal, perverse and arbitrary and in violation of guidelines of Honorable Supreme Court. In the last, I want to submit that these guidelines are binding as per Article 141 of Constitution of India. So be aware about your rights, be conceptually clear, so that in near future, if rights are going to be infringed, you could take the shelter of this guideline and could secure your goal. So friends, see you in the next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.